It's never been easy to date or to start a relationship with someone, and in today's world, though, it's even harder because it's not just face-to-face communication anymore. It could be anything from phone calls to text messages that count as an exchange. Sometimes people even go from texting each other to being in a relationship together. Although you don't have to experience the feeling of saying something wrong in the moment, it's still nerve-wracking. You have to be able to read between the lines and guess how the other person is feeling. That is why it is important to recognize when a girl is flirting over text. Otherwise, how will you know if she likes you? So in today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can recognize if a girl is flirting with you over text, so that you know when you can take things to the next level. Let's dive in deep, like and subscribe. She texts you first. Often guys are told that they should always be the one to text the girl first. Sure, somebody has to make the first move, but it doesn't necessarily need to be you. If she is the one who texts you first, then it shows you that she's interested in you, attracted to you, and probably wants to flirt with you. After a few months, you might start to notice that she is the one to always text you first. She might be worried that you will never text her if she is not the one to make that first move. So why don't you surprise her by texting her first? This shows her that you like her very much, and well, that's how the flirting begins. She sends you a lot of texts, and I mean a lot of texts. They never seem to stop. Sometimes this might be annoying or seem overly clingy. Just remember, if that she is sending this many texts to you, it is because she likes you. If she is someone that you would like to flirt with, then try to change the tone of those texts and see how she reacts. She gives you updates on her life. She texts you about everything that is going on in her life, from the drama at work to something delicious she bought for lunch. And I mean everything. She wants you both to get to know each other a little bit better, and she might want to impress you by telling you about her life. You should take it as a compliment and share some updates about your own life too. This can help form a connection, which can help her to develop trust, and this is something that girls need if they are going to feel safe to flirt with a guy. She replies straight away. If you message her first or reply to one of her texts, you will notice she replies instantly. Sometimes she will even tell you in advance when she is going to be busy because, well, she doesn't want you to think that she is ignoring you while she's off running errands or when she's at work. She makes a big effort with her replies. She's not sending a simple one-word reply to you. She goes above and beyond when she responds to you. She goes into great detail when discussing anything, and she asks you a lot of questions. You can tell that she is putting in a lot of effort into when she is replying, and well, that is a sign that she really does feel something for you. She notices when you have not texted her. When you have not texted her, she is going to message to ask how you are doing. This means that she's noticed that you've not texted her, she's noticed there's a little bit of distance, and she wants to check in to make sure you are okay and that things are okay between you both. Now, her ulterior motive here is to make sure that you are still interested in her. Her messages are clearly flirty. There is no reading between the lines here. Her text messages show clearly that she's flirting with you. She might ask what you are wearing today or when the next time she can see you is. If she does this, then it means she is making that first move, which shows how strongly she feels about you. She uses suggestive, sexy emojis. You know the ones, the aubergine, the peach, and the water droplet emojis. She is hitting you with all of these sexy, flirty emojis for a reason. She is trying to take things up a notch and start some sexy flirting with you. She teases you. She makes fun of you, but not in a mean, rude way. When you tell her about the embarrassing things that you have done, she will laugh and tell you that you are such a dork. Teasing is a sign of affection, and it shows that she likes you. It can also be sexual though, which is what it will eventually turn into. She laughs at funny things that you say via text. You might not be there to witness this, but she is laughing at the funny things that you say just from behind a screen. Laughing is an important part of flirting. It helps release good endorphins, which creates more excitement and also a deeper connection. Your conversations seem effortless. Texting can get boring quickly, so if your conversations via text seem effortless, then it's a great sign. You both always seem to have something to talk about and never run out of conversation. She manages to always keep you interested by bringing up different topics and asking you some great questions. She asks you personal questions. Speaking of those questions, she asks you about yourself, how your day was, how you're feeling, and also about your past. She asks you about your family and also your job. She's interested in you, and it's simple. She wants to get to know you better. She tells you personal things about her life. She doesn't just ask you questions, she also tells you about her life. She reveals things about her childhood and tells you all of her hopes and dreams for the future. When you are texting someone and you only have conversation to rely on, you can get to know someone a lot better than you would face to face, which makes it easy for you both to instantly connect when you do meet in person. She sends you sexy lines from her favorite songs and TV shows. Girls will often send guys their favorite songs and TV shows. It's not random, the ones that they send, and it is up to you to read between the lines and try to figure out that deeper meaning. She asks you about your personal life and plans for the future. She wants to know if you see her in your future. She will ask about it, but in a very casual way. She might say something like, "Well, where do you want to live in the future?" She will also ask you about your personal life because she wants to know if you are seeing anyone else and if there's any threat at all. She compliments you. She compliments you a lot. She mentions how great you are, how easy it is to talk to you, or how interesting she finds you. Now, these compliments should make you feel good about yourself, and she means them if she is sending them to you. She asks you about other girls. She doesn't get straight to the point and she skirts around the subject, but she asks you if you are dating any other girls. She has probably stalked you on social media and might have seen pictures of you and a girl. She will be wondering if it is your sister, friend, or something more. Now, girls are more suspicious of guys over text because they have not yet developed that trust. This will come when you meet face to face. She sends you photos of herself. She sends you selfies of her. She might disguise it as trying to get an opinion on her outfit or checking out her new hairstyle. Basically, she wants you to see pictures of her and she will be wondering if you do find her attractive. She wants to video call you. She wants to talk to you and to see you. And this is when she will ask to video call you. Things can get pretty hot and steamy over video calls, and she will be excited to make this a regular thing. She starts using your writing style. This is called mirroring, and it often happens when we are flirting with someone in person. We end up copying their behavior and the way that they talk. But when we are texting somebody, the same thing can happen, but instead you copy their texting style. For example, she might write every word out, but you write in short abbreviations. She might start using these abbreviations to mirror your behavior.